that curfew, it probably was the most controversial rule, and whilst it's gone, it has been replaced by an almost $5,000 fine for illegal gatherings, meaning if anyone gathers in a group of, say, 6 in a park, well, that's $30,000 worth of fines they could cop.
I can't make it any clearer just how serious this is. We are so close, so close to beating this thing, and it is just not appropriate to be going and visiting friends, to be gathering in car parks or wherever it might be. All the stuff that we saw some months ago, and we have seen to a lesser extent in recent times, that puts everything at risk. It puts everything that Victorians have done at risk.
So stay-at-home orders remain in place. Melburnians will still be required to stay within 5 kilometres of their home, but from today, outdoor gatherings of up to 5 people for a maximum of 2 households will be allowed. The one-person shopping limit has been lifted. People can also now exercise within 5 k's of their work as well as their home. And outdoor training, it resumes. Personal trainers allowed to train 2 people at a time. Outdoor pools will reopen, but things like golf, tennis, lawn bowls, that all remains off limits. Some relief for parents today as well. Childcare is reopening. Senior school students are returning from October 5, and in a fortnight, all primary school students will return to face-to-face learning. As for workplaces, well, there has been a bigger increase than what we were expecting. We were just expecting postal and distribution services to ramp up, but now supermarket distribution, that will go to peak capacity so as to prepare for Christmas. Meat processing, manufacturing, real estate inspections, they'll also return, as well as some outdoor gardening services. So this has been on top of this, the government has also said that they may bring step 3 earlier. They've dropped those dates that are required to be met before we could go into the next step, saying it will now rely solely on the case numbers. So to move to the next step, Melbourne needs to have less than 5 daily cases over that 14-day average and less than 5 mystery cases. The Prime Minister, Josh Frydenberg and Greg Hunt, they've all responded, welcoming this slight easing of restrictions, but again, urging the Victorian government to consider those trigger points and consider changing them, noting that New South Wales would be fundamentally open under the same case numbers that Victoria currently has. And finally, Pete, mandatory masks, well, they have been in place like that for some time now here in Melbourne, but in 2 weeks, we will no longer be able to wear face shields or scarves or bandanas. Everyone will have to have a fitted mask or risk a $200 fine.